What if I told you in 2025 you don't need to write code line by line to build a full-fledged website, app, or end-to-end product? What used to take months of late night coding and coffee can now build in days, sometimes even hours. Welcome to the era of vibe coding, where your ideas turn into real working applications with the help of AI that codes, thinks, and ships along with you. If you stick around till end of this video, right, I will show you how you can build this entire website, all the features you're seeing here, right? So selecting the features, let's say each product we have the description, what are the price, how many carbs, protein and fiber is getting once you order this, and also salad, and also filter functionalities, and also the login functionality, the sign up functionality, everything step by step. I'll show you how you can build this website. And also the crazy thing is I'll also show how you can deploy this solution to the cloud and everyone can access this. So you can pitch this to your clients and show you a quick demo on how you can build the end-to-end website. In that way you can get a freelance opportunity also. Stick around till the end of this video, because by the time we are done you know exactly how to build a real working application without endless lines of code. We will walk step by step through building a fully functional website, production ready website using Replit with the help of AI agent that feels less like a tool and more like 24 by 7 co-founder. This is how the modern applications were built, faster, smarter, and with very less friction. And the best part, you also see how easy it is to deploy your products into the real world, no complex setup, no headache. So stick around, because once you witness vibe coding in action, you never look at coding the same way. But before we dive in, do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button and tap notification bell, because this tech revolution is moving so fast, and trust me, you don't want to miss out what's coming next. Alright, let's dive in. Hey there, I'm Sai Madhu and welcome to Dataaspirant YouTube channel, your launchpad into the world of intelligence. Here we don't just talk about AI, machine learning or generative AI trends. We decode them, build with them and show you how to turn your today's tech into the tomorrow's advantage. Whether you're a curious beginner or a seasoned pro, every video here is designed to sharpen your skills and fuel your creativity. One breakthrough at a time, and today we have got something truly next level for you. So let's dive in. We're talking about vibe coding. It's a revolution way of building softwares. Let's be honest, writing code from scratch for a end-to-end application can feel like a marathon. You spend hours, sometimes days, just to get basic features up and running. Then comes debugging, later deployment issues, then last time bugs in the production that somehow don't even exist in our missions. Even something simple like building a login page, set up a backend, handling edge cases, writing test cases, all add ups. And just when you think you are ready, you need to configure CI/CD pipeline, writing documentation, and fixing bugs from your feedback. Sounds familiar, right? Yeah, we all have been there. But what if I told you there is a new way to build softwares or applications much faster, smarter, with very less friction? This is where the vibe coding comes in. It's not just a product to hack, it's a whole new way to build softwares. You're not alone anymore. You're collaborating with the AI agent that codes with you. Not just auto completing, we're talking about end-to-end collaboration. So what exactly is vibe coding? It's a new approach to build software development where you work side by side with the AI assistants. Instead of writing every line of code manually, you describe what you want and the AI generates, modifies and even debugs the code for you. Think of it like this. You're a Tony Stark and AI is your Jarvis. You describe the vision and AI does the heavy lifting. Want a website with login, a dashboard and payment integration? Say it and AI gets it done. The term vibe coding, coined by AI expert Andrej, who joked about giving it to the vibes, meaning let the AI handle the syntax and you fully focus on the idea. Tools like Replit, Copilot and other LLM powered platforms make this possible. But vibe coding isn't a magic. It's not a push button to get a fantasy app. You're still in charge. Think of the AI as a super smart junior developer for you. It works hard, but it needs directions. It definitely needs a review too. Let's not blindly ship AI build code to the production. Let's not do that. Let me give you a visual to clearly view this. Traditional coding is like building a house brick by brick with your bare hands. Vibe coding is like you being architect sketch the blueprint and AI powered robots building the house exactly how you designed it. Faster, cleaner, and very less manual labor. Now that we understand what vibe coding is and why it is matter, let's go a level deeper and understand what are the key principle or like rules you need to follow. At the heart of this paradigm, there are three core elements that makes vibe coding possible, scalable, and incredibly powerful. When you master these, you're not just coding, you're coding smarter. The first pillar is AI integrated coding environment. Tools like Replit, Cursor, VS Code, and within VS Code we integrated Copilot. These aren't just fancy code editors, they are your interactive command centers. You can write, test, debug, deploy, and most important, talk to the AI all in one place. In Replit, for example, I can write a prompt like build me a Flask app with a voting feature, and the AI builds backend, suggests the logic, set up the backend or like set up the database right in the workspace. These platforms make development experience frictionless. You're not switching the tabs, juggling between terminals, or syntaxing the Google 10 times in to see in Stack Overflow. Nothing is happening. You're staying in the same zone, what I call it like a flow state of building. The second element is called development agents, and this is where it gets exciting. These AI agents don't just auto complete your code, they plan, they implement, and they test entire project with you. They can even create folder structures, set up your working environment, define models, generate test cases, and even suggest refactoring. Imagine saying set up a Node.js project with a MongoDB backend and include authentication. A good dev agent understands the stack, initialize the right packages, wire them together, and gives you launch ready functionalities in minutes. These agents are evolving so fast. Some even support multi-step workflows, meaning they don't just execute one task, they remember your goal and break down into multiple development stages and build everything in parallel. That is like having a junior team at your fingertips. And finally, we have prompt intelligent assistant that can conversational and real-time collaboration with you that makes vibe coding feel like magical. The tools like GitHub Copilot, Replit Ghostwriter, or even ChatGPT embedded in your IDE are more than code suggesters. They actually understand your intent and can adjust contest or like code according to that. You can highlight a block of code and say refactor this code into more modular or explain this like a beginner, and the assistant responds in natural language, often giving you code and insights together. The beauty is in the prompt dialogue you send to these coding AI assistants. You are not just writing code, you are having a two-way conversation about architecture, logics, edge cases, and performance. And the more you prompt, the smarter and the helpful assistant it will become. Let's quickly recap three building blocks of vibe coding. One is AI powered idea that keeps you flow. The second one is a dev agent that setups, wires up the entire thing and tests your code, and a real time assistant with prompting that helps you refine, debug, and interact faster than ever. When these three principles work together, you unlock a new development experience. It's much faster, it's much responsive, and keeps you focused on what really matters, that is, bringing your idea to the life. When these three elements, AI powered environment, dev agents, and intelligent assistant coming together, something magical happen. You're no longer coding alone and you're collaborating, orchestrating, and rapidly, iteratively building something which is meaningful. And that's where the real magic is coming with the use of vibe coding. So, what's the big deal? Why everyone from a solo developer to big tech companies are talking about vibe coding? Because what used to take weeks of manual work, setting up or debugging, testing, can now be done in hours. You can go from a raw idea to a prototype to the production ready app with very few blockers or very few bugs and way more room for experimenting. It's not about replacing the developers, it's more about upgrading them. You're shifting from writing line by line code to a functionality ready coding that you will do with the simple prompting. In other way of saying, vibe coding can turn developers to a keyboard operator into a core tech creator with the help of AI agents that turn your idea instantly to a working product. And if you are excited about this, stick around, because in this video I'm going to show you how you can build a real production ready website using Replit and AI agents. By the end, you will know how to go from a blank page to a working website without writing the endless of codes. We will do everything with the simple prompts that I will show you. So before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and tap notification bell, because this coding revolution is already happening, and trust me, I don't want you to miss any part of this. Alright, now that you know what vibe coding is, the next question is, how do you exactly do it? The good news is, this vibe coding ecosystem is exploding with the tools it makes is possible, and today I'm going to show you some of the most exciting one from Replit, GitHub Copilot, Cursor, Windsurf. These are tools, they are transforming the way we code and we ship the applications. So let's dive in and explore them one by one, starting with the tool, and then we will see what are the features it makes unique for all these tools. Let's start with the Replit. In this video we'll be using Replit to build an application, end-to-end application. We'll talk more in the next coming section, but for now, with Replit AI agent, you literally type something like build me a website that tracks my workout, and watch, AI will create front-end, back-end, database, and even routing logic all in one go. You're not writing a boilerplate anymore, you're commanding the app into the existence. Plus Replit's Ghostwrite lives right in your code editor. It suggests code, explains errors and debugs, track bugs, and even rewrites snippets of your code. It's like a coding with smart buddy who reads every Stack Overflow thread and write your code, and it will enhance your coding experience. We'll walk through how I use Replit to build a full stack website later in this video. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss what we are building. Next tool is GitHub Copilot. It is like having a smart coding partner whispering suggestions for you whenever you type. You can chat with your code and you can ask about suggestion, explain what functionality you does, and suggest improvements within real time with GitHub Copilot. You're not just getting auto completion of the script, you're getting context awareness and developing the new features along with that. It's especially powerful when you install it within VS Code. You can ask things like why this loop is breaking, or like can you optimize this function for a better response time, and you can get results in real time and you can use right away in your code. That's how fast this GitHub Copilot is. Third one is Cursor. Cursor is a AI native code editor where every part of interface is optimized for collaborating with AI. You can highlight the code and ask questions direct. You can fix bugs, you can copy paste the errors and ask it to resolve, and you can rewrite the entire code with the simple natural language instructions. It's like a copilot with more mature or like more understanding of the code or your intention. So you're serious of your product and speed up the development process, Cursor is one thing you definitely should try out. The fourth one is Windsurf. By the time we're recording this video, Windsurf is bought by OpenAI. This tool is more like a Cursor, but it's have its own functionalities. You can ask Windsurf like build a Flask app that handles image upload. Windsurf will figure out the task, write step-by-step instructions, and write codes and even bugs, errors also. Everything step by step. Compared to others, I feel Windsurf it's not perfect yet, but I feel with the new acquisition and all, I think Windsurf will be having more advanced feature coming in there. If Replit and Copilot are like senior developers, Windsurf is like a junior developer. That's how you can imagine. And the fifth one is Lovable, probably the quickest name for all the list and surprising very powerful. Lovable focus on user-friendly code generation, especially for web apps or front-end design. You can give it a high-level design and feature instructions, and it generates a clean and reusable code that easily you can tweak. Think of it as like a web code master with simple instructions. It builds the entire product for you. All of these tools like Replit, Copilot, Cursor, Windsurf and Lovable are giving developers the superpower to build applications in very less time. You're no longer starting from zero. You'll start from the prompt and you can see how it is shaping up, and you can edit your features and everything with your needs. This is how the vibe coding is changing the entire development process, and it is fast tracking the integration and application delivery process much faster. If you really like this kind of content, please hit that like button. It helps us to reach this video to many more people. The vibe coding ecosystem is budging with powerful tools. Whether you prefer all-in-one magic like Replit, the conversational genius like GitHub Copilot, or like a raw AI native experience like Cursor, there is something for everyone. But here is the thing: just having the tools isn't enough. You would give a power drill to someone who never used a screwdriver, right? To truly unlock the magic of vibe coding, you need to understand some core skills. These are not technical; they are mindset shifts. Let me break down them for one by one. First is thinking. I'm talking about strategic thinking, not just daydreaming at your desk. This is all about breaking your app ID into clear, manageable chunks. Let's say you want to build a to-do app. You don't just say, "Hey AI, make me a to-do app." You say, "Create a input box for tasks, a save button to store the task, a selection display to the list of tasks we have, and a delete feature." You are like an architect drawing the blueprint. The AI is your contractor. The clear vision you have, the better it could build. Second, you need to comfortable with frameworks and libraries. This doesn't mean you have to memorize everything from Django or like React by heart, but you should know when to use them. In vibe coding, you might say use Flask as a backend, or like set a front end with interesting CSS. The AI knows the boilerplate. Your job is to steal it. Think of these frameworks as a powerful tool. AI already know how to use them, but you will select which one is most suitable for your use. That's your job. Also, you should know the environments. In Replit, for example, you should understand how to run the app, or like install packages and check logs. Otherwise, even the smart AIs will leave you confused sometimes. Third is checkpoint, or what I like to call it as, don't let AI ruin everything. This is a core principle I generally follow. You never want let the AI to generate 100 lines of code without testing in between. Instead, work iteratively. Ask it to build a form and add a database or like backend, test again. Make a query to the database, test again. Replit even has a snapshot feature to save working versions before we are moving to the next step. This is how you can avoid the bugs, and that will help us to focus on building the product. Fourth is debugging. It's a very essential. Even with AI, right, things might go wrong. But here is the good news. Debugging in vibe coding is like a collaborative. Copy paste that error message and ask AI what's going wrong here. It might explain it, suggest a fix, or even rewrite the failing code for you. But remember, you still need to think like a live detective. Ask questions about logging, testing edge cases. The AI is like a very patient pair programmer who never gets annoyed when you ask, "Can you try it another way?" So ask multiple times. Last but possibly the most powerful skill is context management. AI doesn't remember like humans we do. You need to feed it the right information at the right time. Remind it what your app does, what frameworks you are using, or what is the latest code snippet we generated. Suppose if you are building a voting app, you should say we use Flask app structure earlier. Now we are creating route to vote the, or else calculate the vote. Don't assume AI will remember everything. It won't remember the previous prompt sometimes. So be clear, be cognizant, and always stay relevant and give that information to these agents. If you give too much of details, right, it always confuses. If it is too little, it goes wrong, or like it guesses the things. So master in between these two, right, it will help you like a prompt whisper and take your vibe coding to the next level, which no one has imagined. These are the 5 coding vibe skills you need. One is thinking, the other one is frameworks, third is checkpoints, fourth is debugging, and the last one is context management. When you combine them, right, you don't just use AI, you basically leading AI. AI, you become the tech lead and AI becomes your ultra productive coding team. That's how you need to use all these skills when you're building any application with vibe coding. If this makes sense so far, you're excited to start vibe coding, go ahead and give a video like. It will tell the algorithm you're vibing with the context and helps more dev discover this new video to everyone. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe button because next we are going to hands-on session. So far in this video, we learned about various vibe coding tools or like platforms available for us. For this demo purpose, we'll be using completely Replit. I will show you how you have to write prompts and how you can get a full edged or like full functional website. Okay, don't let's say this is the UI of Replit. Let's not say like I want food delivery website. If you give this right, still it will work, but I will show you how you need to write instructions prompts and use those prompts to get a full edge or like complete features website. Okay, let's not write like this. I'll show you. For this demo I have created one. So this is what I have written. What I'm saying is I want a food delivery website where the user can scroll through the existing food items on the website and add selected food items to his cart and make the payment. This is like any food delivery app we have, right? Like Zomato or Swiggy. What I also want is show the user the food order tracking. Once he done the food ordering, I want to track that. Also give options for the user to give review of the food he ordered. So what are the food he ordered? I want to give functionality for the user to give the ratings also. But when the user clicks on the user dashboard, right, I want a dedicated dashboard for user where he can filter like day wise, last week and last month, what are the things he ordered, what time, that I want. Then interactively, I want to show the breakdown of carbs, proteins and fibers. This is one additional feature I want to add. Let's say for any food I'm ordering, like I want to see what portion of things are like carbs, what portion is protein, what portion is fiber. That is what I want to show to the user. That's what I'm planning to build. Okay, I'm not sure how completely the Replit will build, but this is my intention. Okay, then I said like I wanted tech stack using Node.js. This is what I have written completely. Basically this is my idea or like my vision, you can say. Using this, you need, if you give this right, still it will build, but some features it won't give. We need to convert this to a project requirement document. Okay, it should have all the instructions, each feature details. It has to be clearly listed down. That I will show how you to do that. This is how the project requirement document for the same. Okay, what I'm saying like product catalog and checkout payment, right? Order tracking functions I need. Everything I'm giving here. Okay, I have also given tech stack. If you have a clear idea, right, in the video also I said like you need to know what frameworks or like what tools you want to implement, right? If not, there is a trick to that. So I just written this. Stay till end of the video. I'll show you how you have to write initial project requirement document. This is the initial project requirement document we created. Okay, clear one. But this is also not enough. We need to enhance this further. So this is how the final project requirement document will look. What is the object or like overview of that, and how the what are the goals. Okay, object to seamless UI. Everything we have given. Also user stories we have given, how it has to look like, and also some functional requirements we written. Okay, you don't need to write everything. I'll show you how you can create this project requirement document. Okay, how the data has to be stored, that also we have shared, and also authentication, how authentication has to happen, security, and how we have to do hashing for the password and all, everything we have written. Okay, this is the structure of the project I'm looking, and also development of Replit. Okay, this is also something we created, but ideally this is not needed for our use case now for the demo purpose, but this will be helpful. Suppose you are working for any client, right, and you want to share like timelines for each feature, what how much time it will take, what are the sub level tasks and everything, right? For that also it will be helpful. Now let's copy all this and let's paste it in our Replit UI. Okay, so let me copy okay till here. Okay, when the additional spaces are coming up. Now let's go to Replit and I will paste it here. Okay, see everything was coming as a document here. Okay, and if you see here, right, there is auto functionality. It automatically assign for your project what is a good thing. Okay, but if you want to select like modern website or interactive data things, right, you can select this. But for us, I can select with HN, but because I already specified I want Node.js website, right, I'm selecting the Node.js one. Just make sure I'm using the premium one. That's why you're seeing all the options. For the free one, I think still some features will be available, but all the features will, what are the things you're seeing here, it will be available in premium. So it will charge $25 per month. What I have suggested, try with the free version. take the premium only if it is needed. But one additional thing you will get with premium thing is you can deploy this solution so that anyone in the internet can access that flexibility you will get. I will share a clear instructions document from our website. I'll share you that. There will have clear instructions how you have to use the free one and when you have to opt the paid one if needed. Okay, so let me run now, start building. So it will take some time, it's configuring everything. So let's see. So now a new chart is opened up and now it started thinking and it is working. Okay, so based on what it's saying, like based on the detail provided, I can see what you want to build, basically to understand the project requirement. This is what I'm saying, the context in the video we discussed, right? So it will take some time, let's wait. Now it will give some suggestions. Okay, so initial planning is completed. Later, what would you like to add the addition? So once we given the list of things we needed, it also gives the some suggestions what you want to implement. Okay, let me see what I want. So add GPS tracking for, okay, I will want this one. Implement push notification, currently I'm not needed. And add advanced nutrition, I think this is what I want. Create a restaurant and vendor document. So we're focusing everything from the user, right? That's why I'm not interested in restaurant or vendor. Okay, so let me click approve and you can see it started running. So it started working basically. So it's also given some good name, food flow. Nice, I like it. So it is creating. You can also see what currently happening. Okay, nice. I think good discounting also coming up. It's also giving some catchy, eye-catching images and also price also it's given. See, even I haven't mentioned in the product. I want to see this calorie thing or like nutrition thing. Once the user click on the user dashboard, but it's highlighting here too. That's good to know. So I think it will take some time. But if you see the current one, plan is approved and visual preview is going on. Okay. So nutrition dashboard also coming up. So you can have flexibility to write reviews also, like the header things also coming up. So hello food flow. Okay, start building the app, hold back. I think it good enough, right? I'm not sure. Let's click the burger things whether it is implemented. I think this is not yet completed, only the home page was completed. So good. Now it is installing Stripe. Basically the payment related things is working on now. Maybe I'll wait for this until it is creating. So I think payment Stripe thing is completed here, we can see. And what was the other one? Server storage also coming. I think that's also complete. Roots also coming up. So if you see what are the things were completed so far, right? You can see all the list here. Okay, pages are completed, home cart is completed, notation chart is completed, everything is completed so far that can be listed here. Okay, now it is asking for the key. For now I will say null. uh, None. Okay, continue. Now everything is setting up. Now let's see our perfect. Okay, now everything is completed. Now it's also give quick summary. Okay, now let's me see how it will look like. So I need what I need. I need a flexible to add reviews. I think okay. Now let's say login. Okay, login also it is asking. I'll do that. Cart, a sign up function. Okay, sign up functionality also there. Good to know that. So burgers. Okay, it's able to filter also. Filter function also writing. No review. Okay. Now boring, right? That's it. Okay, anyhow, you got the gist, right? Now I'm able to see Also carbs also coming up for each. Let's say if I'm ordering a burger, right, how many carbs, how many proteins or fibers we are getting. Okay, everything I'm able to see here. Said I will also show how you can deploy this. So there is an option to deploy here, right? Because I'm a paid one, I'm able to see. If it is not coming up here for you, you can select here also. Deploy, the option is there. Okay, let me show you the preview once. Now if I want to deploy this, what I will do, go to the deploy section here. Here what you can do is you can select how many uh, RAM size, everything you can select. Okay, based on that you will get credits when you take the premium on $25 monthly one. I'm saying, right, you'll get some $25 worth credits you will get, that it will consume once your application is using. You can increase that, based on that your points also will reduce. Okay, so once it is completed, you can click authorize and confirm billing settings, so it will access that. So then you can access this app with the custom link we have. That's how you will do the deployment. Okay, I'll show what options will be there. So you can edit these things also, as I mentioned, right? And also max missions, everything you can do, and click on approve and configure. With this, your application, whatever the application you are seeing, right, it will be deployed and anyone with the internet can access. I hope you like how we have built an end-to-end website, right, and also how we have deployed so far. Okay, as I promised, right, to create this detailed website, you need to write a clear project required document. This one. Okay, this is what, at least this level of understanding you need to have. So once you have this, what I have done is I just copied this to ChatGPT. Okay, you can see here the same message I have copied from here. Okay, whatever I have written here, I just copied here, and I'm just saying enhance this below. I haven't done anything. So ChatGPT will understand this, and also it will write its initial project requirement document. That what it was written here. Okay, it written about the key features, check rates, checkpoints and payment, order details, review rating, everything was it was. But still I want to enhance this further. So because this is just like a document, but I want like project requirement document. That's what I have done. What I have done is I said like I will share you the initial project requirement document. Basically this I will share, and I said I want to create a detailed document which I can use straight away in Replit for platform, so that if any document changes it has to do which are too custom to Replit, right, that it will do. So I mentioned Replit. This will help us. Suppose if you are doing in cursor, right, you can keep cursor here. So cursor related document requirement document will be created. Two generic document we have. So next I said like it has to be clearly explained. It is implemented features clearly. Okay, that's what I mentioned, and I just copy paste the above project requirement document. So then I got this full end to end. What is the goal, objective, user stories, functionalities, everything I got, and just I copied every, see the front end structure also it is given, and also the deployment things, everything it is given. Okay, so you can copy everything into the document. That's what I copied here, the final project requirements. This is what we copied into the Replit UI, and we got this amazing website. Alright, so we just build an app using vibe coding from scratch with the AI assistant doing the heavy lifting for us. And while it looked smooth, there are actually a lot of thought and techniques behind the scenes that made it work. Now let's talk about how you can keep your vibe coding productive, clean and actually enjoyable. To wrap up, here are some of the practical tips to keep your vibe coding session more productive and more enjoyable. Because without right approach, things might spiral fast and you won't enjoy. First, pick the right tool. Use the right tool for the right job. Vibe coding thrives when you match your idea with the platform that support. For example, Replit is amazing for quick website apps, but may not be ideal for applications or apps. So don't throw everything to the same AI agent. Stick with frameworks it's been trained on. Flask, React, Django, you name it. Choosing the right tech is like setting GPS before your road trip. Get it wrong and you will burn your time. Get it right, you will really enjoy the ride. Next, use version controls. Treat your AI project like a very serious dev project. Version control is non-negotiable. AI can generate lot of code faster. Some of it's brilliant and some of it's, let's say, just for experimental, right? Use Git or like Replit snapshot feature after every major working feature. Make a comment that way. If AI makes your code wrong, right, you can easily roll back to the stable checkpoint. Third is test cases. Even if you're prototyping, right, get into a habit of writing basic test cases clearly or very early itself from baking unexpected things. But you can also ask AI to generate them. Basically, these tests became a safety net and like a communication channel with AI. Fourth is debugging. Bugs are not like a failure points in vibe coding. They're like collaborative moments. When an error shows up, right, don't panic. Copy it, paste it to the AI chart and ask what went wrong and how do it fix it. It's like having a debugger that actually talks back to you. But don't zone out. Stay sharp. If the AI suggestion seems wide, right, challenge it. Ask why it works, innerly how it is working, right? This is the way of learning for you too. Fifth is documenting. So document is no longer just for feature developers. It's for your AI to comment, readme files, even inline or doc strings help the AI stay in line with your project purpose. You can ask literally write a readme file for this project based on what are the code we have developed so far, and you will get a draft for that. Then ask is to explain the code so that you also learn how the internal code is working. That makes you learn the things much faster. Sixth is refactoring. A generates code, that's fine, but let's be honest, it won't be pretty all the time. Variable names like temp123 or like massive functions that doing everything, right? Take a time to refactor it frequently. Ask the AI, can you simplify this or like make this more readable, right? A clean code base means very less bugs you can expect and a better collaboration between AI and you all, and a way easier handoff will happen. Even if the handoff will happen in future, right? This is a good practice to do. Seventh is experimentation. One of the best part of vibe coding is how fast you can try the new things. Feel like rewriting the entire UI with a new layout? Ask AI. Want to see if you want to build a REST API from scratch using fast API? Go for it. But here is the secret. Set boundaries. If the idea isn't working, just roll back to the previous checkpoint. Ideal flow has to be you will trying and testing and retesting is where the real fun and real magic will happen when you are experimenting with this vibe coding platforms. So to recap, vibe coding works best when you guide AI with clarity, use your tools wisely and treat it like a creative partner, not like a magical box. Your AI is your ultra productive team, and with these tips you not only build faster, you actually enjoy the process. If these tips helped you out, give the video a like so others can find it too. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more real world AI coding walkthrough like this. Covered a lot today, from understanding what vibe coding is to mastering the 5 essential skills to understand build working websites with an AI that felt more like a co-founder than a tool. If there is one big takeaway if I want to give, vibe coding is not about replacing the developers. It's about reimagining how we build. You will bringing the creativity, vision and problem solving, and AI will deliver speed, structure and support for you use case. Together it's like a coding jam session where your ideas come to the life much faster with the help of AI agents. But like any powerful tool, it's not plug and play magic. You saw how this shift of mentality changes from being a simple coder, you become a conductor of the vision you have and architecture to build what you want to achieve. Now it's your turn. If this idea of coding with AI agent is really interesting, don't wait. Start simple. Open Replit, describe your app and see how the AI will build. It might surprise you. And if you already vibe coding, I would love to hear you how you build. A comment below and share your wins, struggles or even some AI generated weird things you can discuss in the comment section. This space where we can figure out together. Share your knowledge on how you're building these technologies and what are the things you faced in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you want more deep dives into how AI reshaping tech and development and creativity, hit that subscribe button. We got more tutorials, walkthroughs and a tech breakdown coming on your way. Until next time, keep building, stay curious and happy coding. Catch you in the next one. And one more thing before you go, in the next video we will be diving into something even cooler. We are working on AI agents. We go beyond vibe coding and start building intelligent agents that can actually help you analyze stock market data in real time. Whether you're curious about investing or like building financial tools or just want to see what the AI agents can do, right? Check out the next week video. We're going to explain everything step by step. So stay tuned. You're not going to miss the next video. Until then, happy coding and happy building. I will see you in the next video.